What's up guys, Jody Dean here, Mr. Hunting the Dead. This video is about spirit boxes, ghost boxes. Right here I have the PSB-7, which is the first spirit box I ever used and it's always been the one I've preferred. Then we have the PSB-11 and we have a DT-200. This little guy right here is amazing. I love it. The DT-200V. The difference between these, okay, well, a spirit box is an ITC research device. We use it to communicate with spirits through a frequency line. I'm going to tell you how each of these spirit boxes are different. One thing I always liked about the PSB-7 is it has a strong sweep, which creates a really powerful line for spirits to be able to talk over. This device right here gives a lot of frequency, a lot of signal that spirits are able to use and manipulate to communicate with us in real time. I love this device right here. It's always been the most affordable spirit box. It's a you know what? It's cheaply made, but it produces a great quality sound. Digital Dowsing also produced this box and this box. This is their second box here, the PSB-11. Now the difference between the PSB-7 and the PSB-11, okay, moving on to the 11. This box right here has a super strong sweep rate because it runs two channels. There's a left and there's a right here. On one side you could be sweeping forward and on the other you could be sweeping in reverse. One side you could be on FM, the other you could be on AM. It's also got some other cool features here. It's got a temperature meter right here, a temperature gauge, which actually works pretty good, as well as it has this light on top of it that produces a red flashlight for you here. This box is a little more heavy duty. It was a little bit more costly to make than the PSB-7. You know, it's more heavier in the hand. It's louder. You don't need an external speaker with this box like you do with the PSB-7. The original model of this, back when I first ever got my very first one, they had a better speaker in them. And then they changed something and they've never been the same. So you have to have an external speaker with this one. The PSB-11, you do not. It's always good to have an external speaker no matter what, because sometimes you might want to set your ghost box down when you're on an investigation and you want to be able to hear it across the room. So probably get a loudspeaker anyway, but you don't need one with this one. You buy this, you are ready to go. What I like about these Hack Shacks, these are radios that were sold at Radio Shack back in the day, and people learned how to hack them and make them spirit boxes. All it was going inside, figuring out which pin on the motherboard was the mute pin, and then they would bend that pin down and it would not mute. When you hit scan, it would just continuously scan. What I like about this is the voices come in a little bit better, in my opinion. The reason for that is I explained how this has, the PSB-7 has a strong sweep rate. The PSB-11 has a strong sweep rate. The DT-200V does not have a strong sweep rate. It is very faint. So when it's sweeping through these channels, it's still creating the line for spirits to speak on, but it's not as staticky. The voices come out clearer because it's not moving so strongly. I really, really love this piece right here. And you're going to spend about 90 bucks to get one, one that's in good condition like this one right here. I love it. It's good to have some different boxes in your arsenal. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of people are using apps. The reason I don't like apps when it comes to spirit boxes is because a lot of these companies, they figured out what would really make these things sell. And a lot of ghost apps have preset, preloaded garbage in them. It's the truth, guys. We've tested some of them before and we've seen it. an example would be you're using an app on your phone that was a free download, and you're hearing responses in there that you believe, oh my God, that could be a loved one, that could be this person, that person. Meanwhile, it could be 48 hours worth of garbage on loop that they're running through these things, and then they reset at different times, making you think that you're capturing stuff. Why they would do that, I don't know. I don't know if it's expensive for some of these people to secure rights to be sweeping through certain channels. I don't know. There's some kind of reason there, other than the fact that they know they're giving something. They're giving somebody something that's definitely going to work. It's almost like these paranormal shows on TV. The network's not going to let them not capture activity. There has to be activity because the show has to have ratings, and if you don't get stoked about the show, you're not going to watch it. So these networks have control over these shows. Well, it's the same thing with the apps that people are downloading and using nowadays. They're not going to let you have a bad experience. They want them to work. With that said, I've been testing out a few apps, and I am starting to find there are a few realer ones coming to light. I can't vouch for them yet, but I will let you guys know when I do come across them. In my opinion, if you're starting out as a ghost hunter, you need to have a spirit box in your arsenal, and you need to pick up the PSB-7. You should start out with this right here. You technically don't even need these, but if you get very serious about the art form of investigating, and you just want more stuff in your arsenal, you want to test the different waters of communication, then you know what, pick you up some more and just see what you love best. Me, I like using all of these, honestly. If I'm somewhere and I don't want to drag a lot of gear with me, I would probably bring this because all I need is this. I don't need an external speaker. I don't need anything else. If I'm doing an investigation inside a house, I probably would grab this right here. If I'm running something through my portal box, it's going to either be the DT-200V or the PSB-7. These, to me, are the cleanest ITC devices to run through a portal. So that's just a little bit of knowledge on these spirit boxes for you guys. They're all fun. They're all pretty inexpensive. The most expensive one is so far the PSB-11. Ranges about $129, $139. Just depends where you buy it. And there's places that I've said in my videos before that you guys can find these things. You can easily go to ghostaugustine.com. You can go to ghoststop.com. You can go on eBay and find most of these with free shipping. Definitely give them a look. And if you like this video, give it a like, leave it a comment, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and tell me what you would like to see next. Thank you.